Last time, we learned about the three subatomic particles, protons, electrons, and neutrons. We learned that by looking at the periodic table, we can determine the number of each in each atom. We also mentioned that the nucleons, protons and neutrons, are found within the nucleus of an atom. Where are the electrons? Well, the electrons are arranged around the outside of the nucleus in these discrete levels called shells or orbitals. However, they don't just go in randomly. Let's take a look at how the electrons are arranged in an atom. Okay, so if we look at the simplest atom on the periodic table, the smallest atom, hydrogen, take a look at its number on the periodic table, 1 electron. So we'll write down 1 electron. Where does it go? Well, the rule is they fill in from the bottom. So the electrons go to the level closest to the nucleus. So we put 1 electron here. They're whizzing around, whizzing around, whizzing around. They don't stay where they are. Pretty straightforward. So helium, we add another electron. Where do we put it? There's still space. We put it in the first shell. So helium has got 2 electrons. Pretty straightforward so far. Lithium is the third element on the periodic table and has a electron number of 3. So you might think, well, easy, right? We just put it here. No. Unfortunately, the first shell on an atom has a limit of 2 electrons. It's full up. We can't put any more in. So where does our third electron go? Well, it goes up to the next shell. Do we write 3 for the electron structure of lithium? No. We write down the shells. So lithium's electron structure is 2, 1. 2 electrons in the first shell, 1 electron in the second shell. And it goes on like this. So beryllium has another electron, 2, 2. Boron has another one, 2, 3. Now, if you're looking at your periodic table, you'll notice neon is not the next electron, the next atom along. I've skipped a few just to show you what neon would look like. Neon is a noble gas, just like helium. Noble gases have full electron shells. So what we do is we keep adding electrons until we get to neon. So neon has got 2 in the first shell, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons in the next shell. If you look at the periodic table, you should be able to work out that it has a total of 8 and 2, 10 electrons. Great. So then we go to the first electron in row 3, the first atom in row 3. It is sodium. It has got 11 electrons. Where do they go? Well, I've just said neon has a full shell. There's no more room here. The second shell can only hold a total of 8 electrons. So we put our next one in the shell above. Very straightforward. 2, 8, 1. Magnesium is the next atom up. 282. Chlorine, again, I've skipped a few forward. Chlorine has 17 electrons. So 2 in the first shell. Now it's full. 8 in the second shell. Now it's full. We've got 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 8, 7. I've put argon in there because it is the next noble gas. And remember what I said about noble gases? Full shells. So I put another one here. 2, 8, 8. And that tells us that the third shell can also hold up to 8 electrons. Now for the first 20 elements, the way to remember how many electrons in each shell, just remember 2, 8, 8. If you have any spares, put them in the next shell.